Good morning, students. Welcome to Bits Connect. Hope you all are doing good. So let us today start with our subject is Electronic Devices and Circuits, EDC. It's a basic subject, a core subject of electronic communication, we can say. So let us first begin with our introduction. So in today's class, we are going to see what is an electronic sys, and then we are going to see what are the electronic devices. Then we are going to see with what are the materials used in an electronic devices. Then we'll see the basics of semiconductor physics and what are the examples or what are the basic devices of electron, that is diode, transistor and all. Okay, let us begin then. So usually we say electronics. What is an electronics? An electronics is a branch of science. That deals with the devices and circuits that operate on controlling the flow of charges, on controlling the flow of electrons. What is an electronics? An electronics is a branch of science that deals with the devices and the circuits that operate on controlling the flow of electrons or controlling on the flow of any electrically charged particles. Okay, we usually say the controlling. We have to observe that electronics is the one which is controlling the flow of electrons. What is an electron actually? An electron is a subatomic particle which has negative charge. Whenever there is a flow of electrons, there will be a current produced in a device, isn't it? So here an electronics which controls the flow of electrons. Next, if we go for the electronic devices, what are the electronic devices? An electronic devices are the devices which perform a particular task on controlling the flow of charges or controlling the flow of electrons or any charged particles, we can say. I repeat, electronic devices are the devices that perform a particular task, on depending on the controlling of the electron charges. So usually if we go for an electronic devices, what are the electronic devices? It can be, if we take an example as a diode or a transistor. Diode or transistors or the electronic devices. So the diode is a device which can be act as a switch. Diode is a device which can be acts as a switch, which controls the flow of electrons. Based on the controlling of the flow of electrons, the diode can be act like a switch. So usually when a diode, this is the symbol of a diode. When a diode is connected in a forward bias, it means if the anode, a diode has two terminals. One is the anode terminal, another is the cathode terminal. If the anode of a diode is connected to the positive terminal of a battery, and if the cathode is connected to negative terminal of a battery, then this diode is said to be in forward bias. So when it is in forward bias, then there will be a flow of current. There will be a flow of electrons. If there is a flow of electrons, then there will be a flow of current. If there is a flow of current, then that particular diode will act like a on switch. Okay. If the diode is connected in a forward bias, then there will be a flow of electrons. If there is a flow of electrons, then there will be a flow of current. If the diode is conducting a current through it, it means the diode is in on state. Similarly, if the diode is in reverse bias, if it is in reverse bias, the anode terminal and the cathode terminal will be reversed. It means if the anode terminal of a diode is connected to negative terminal of a battery and the cathode terminal is connected to positive terminal of a battery, then this diode is said to be in reverse bias. It is said to be in reverse bias. If it is in reverse bias, what will happen? There will not be any flow of charges and there will not be any flow of current. Hence, the diode will be in off state. The diode will act like a off switch. So this is the reason, as it is controlling the device which is controlling the flow of electrons, so we call it as an electronic device. The electronic device is the one which controls the flow of electrons. If the electrons are flowing, then it will act like an on switch. If the electrons are not flowing, then it acts like a off switch. So this is one kind of a electronic device. And another kind of electronic device is a transistor. A transistor is one which can be used as an amplifier. It can be used as an amplifier. So the electronic devices are basically a diode and the transistor. So usually in order to make an electronic device, we need to have some material. So in order to make the flow of charges, the flow of current through any material, we need to first analyze what kind of material is required. So usually the materials, what materials used in electronic device, what we need. So these are the basic classification of the materials. Materials are usually classified into three types: gas, liquid and solids. Again, the solid types of materials are classified into three types. One is the insulators, second is the conductors, and third is the semiconductors. So what do you think an insulator is? An insulator is a material or a substance which does not allow the flow of current through it. An insulator is a substance that does not allow the flow of charges. The flow of charges. The example for the insulator is rubber. Plastic or wood. So these are the basic examples for insulator. And another type, that is conductor. A conductor is the one which allows the flow of charges. And the other one is semiconductor. A semiconductor is the one which is in between the insulator and a conductor, which partially flows the charges. So semiconductors are the one which is in between the insulator and which is having the conductivity between the insulator and the conductors. Okay, so basically the semiconductors will be of silicon, germanium, we usually use to make an electronic device. So again, the semiconductors are divided into two types: intrinsic semiconductor and extrinsic semiconductor. The intrinsic semiconductor is the one which is a pure semiconductor, and intrinsic semiconductors are the pure semiconductors, and the extrinsic semiconductors are the one in which impurities are added externally to a pure semiconductor. Extrinsic semiconductor is the one in which the impurities are added externally to a pure semiconductor. The process of adding impurities is usually called as doping. As we move further in our classes, we'll see what actually doping is and what is all what are semiconductors we use. We all see as we move further in our classes. So basically, the semiconductor material used in our electronic devices is silicon or germanium. These are the basic materials used in order to make a electronic devices, in order to fabricate a electronic devices. That is, one is silicon, another is the germanium. Okay. So next, if we go for the basics of semiconductor physics, I need not tell you all about the semiconductors and all, because you all are familiar with the basic things of semiconductor physics in your intermediate. You might have come across the word semiconductor in your intermediate itself. What a semiconductor is. I have given a brief introduction about semiconductor, but you all know about it, what actually a semiconductor is. So you might have come across all this in your intermediate, but here we are going to see the mathematical analysis for the semiconductors. Actually, in our basics, what we usually do, what we are going to do, we are going to see what kind of material we are going to use. What kind of material we are going to use in a semiconductor in order to make an electronic device. For the basics of semiconductors, we need to know what kind of material is used for a semiconductor device. So after knowing the semiconductor device, we need to increase the conductivity of a semiconductor device. How do we increase the conductivity? Usually by applying a doping process, you can increase the conductivity of a semiconductor device. What doping is and all that we see as we move further in our classes. So after increasing the conductivity of the semiconductor device, we need to differentiate the insulator with a material, with a metal. We need to differentiate the insulator and a metal. So basically, usually the basics of a semiconductor includes normally a semiconductor. What kind of semiconductor we need? We know, we just analyze its physical characteristics. We analyze its physical characteristics of a semiconductor. So by making use of a semiconductor, we can have one kind of semiconductor is a diode. What's a diode? As I have told you before, the symbol for a diode is this one. The symbol of a diode is this, this is an anode terminal and this is the cathode terminal. A diode is a unidirectional or unijunction diode. It means which allows the flow of current in only one direction. Okay, a diode allows the flow of current in only one direction. So as I have told you before, the applications of diode, it can be used as a switch, where when it is in forward bias, it acts like a on switch. When it is in reverse bias, it acts like a off switch. Some special diodes are Zener diode and a LED, that is light emitting diode. Usually the Zener diode is used as a voltage regulator. How it is used and all that we'll see in our further classes. So LED, light emitting diode. And in the next unit, in the second unit, we'll see with the transistors. What actually a transistor? How do we make a transistor? If two diodes are joined back to back, it forms a transistor. If two diodes are joined back to back, we form a transistor. So what are the types of transistor and all that? I have told you that transistor can be used as an amplifier. And what are the other types? In special cases, we can see about the junction field effect transistor. we'll see about the junction field effect transistor and MOSFET, that is MOSFET, that is metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistors. Its VI characteristics and all, its fabrication, the fabrication of transistor, the fabrication of diode, the VI characteristics of diode and transistors, all we see in our further classes. So, by making use of transistors, we can fabricate an IC. IC, that is integrated circuit. Usually in your home appliances, if you just open your any of your home appliances, you can see IC which is having a black body with the silver pins, which has a black body with the silver pins. So normally by making use of a semiconductor, we can fabricate a diode. We can make a diode. Just by making use of diodes, we we make a transistor. By making use of transistors, we can develop an IC that is used in your regular home appliances, electronic devices. Okay, so this is the brief description of our subject.